Okay, this is a video about my SCR-274-N BC-455B command set receiver. This is an aircraft receiver, and these were used during World War II. This is the Army version. The majority of these were made by Western Electric, as you can see here by the data plate. This one I've modified for amateur radio use. It covers from 6 to 9.1 megahertz. I did not feel too terrible about making the mods to this one because it was definitely not a museum piece. Someone had already started to work on it. They removed the dynamotor mounts and the riveted in pins that lock the dynamotor in place. And, in the process of pulling those out, they bent some of the aluminum, so I had to straighten it out a little bit. But if it was a museum piece, I would have preserved it and looked to find the dynamotor for it. But since it wasn't that pristine of a piece, I decided to go ahead with the mods on it. Basically, I did mods that you see in the command set manual. That you have here, the surplus conversion manual. I've always been kind of intrigued by these little receivers, and after seeing Mike Murphy's WU2D's video about them, and reading the article in QST by Phil Salas, AD5X, I believe he published that in QST, I was even more intrigued and was looking to get a hold of one of these. And this one came available for a reasonable price, so I picked it up and started to do some work on it. So basically, what I've done with it is I've repainted it because it's pretty chipped and battle worn, I guess you could say. I put a power supply here on the back. This was pretty much a junk box refurbishment of this receiver. Everything I had in junk box inventory, I had to replace the capacitors in it. They were all shot. The actual metal cans that were housing them were actually cracked, and the electrolytic caps where you could see the stuff leaking out of them, so they were pretty bad. So I had enough parts in the junk box to do that, and same here for the power supply. I've mounted on the back. That's mounted on some standoffs here, and basically I have my B plus transformer, and I didn't rewire the filaments to 12 volts. I actually happen to have a 24 volt transformer here that I'm using, and I have a simple diode rectifier with an RC filter. It's very simple. On-off switch here, 3-wire cord, fuse holder, and mods here on the front are your volume knob, 1/4-inch phone jack, and BFO switch here. So we'll give this a listen, give you an idea of how this little receiver sounds. And this is using a 40 meter vertical antenna. I have an 8 ohm speaker here. Oh, and also I want to mention that I added an impedance matching transformer, a small little Radio Shack unit that you can fit behind here in this opening. It's 1000 ohm to 8 ohm, so it'll transform this for 8 ohm headphones or an 8 ohm speaker, like I have over here. Okay. Okay, so we're picking up a Lima Zulu. I believe that's Argentina or somewhere in South America. Actually, that could be well, Lima Zulu, that could be Europe. I could be mistaken. Ah, Bulgaria, okay. Alright, so I was wrong there, but anyway, it's picking up some DX. You can see it does receive sideband pretty well. Let's try some CW here. Okay, F4, so there's France. I think my CW is good enough to copy that okay. You can see how wide this is. There's no filtering at all, so you have to use your cerebral filter to kind of separate signals here. Okay, let's try some AM. Miles about south of the city of Milan and northern Italy. And then is Robert. Robert is a hundred more. Well, best to you good night and best cemetery to all family home. Io lo sé con one. I polizzi Victoria vogliamo and an Italian station. Okay, let's try some AM here. Shut that be.
With no end to the lockdown inside. Currently, epidemic prevention and control is at the most difficult and most possible stage, said Wu. De salida diciendo que era por supuesto los americanos como están haciendo ahora lo incentivaran, pero era en realidad una presión.
So this little receiver works pretty well. It's pretty amazing actually. And I may whip up a little crystal control transmitter to go with it. I'll have to see, because I'm really liking it a lot. Thanks for watching.